Hey everyone, this is Zethrion from Langrisser C over on the Floating City server. I'm from the guild Legion of Scorn, and today we are about to take on the level 60 version of Scylla. So she has a faction allegiance with Legion of Glory, which is going to be our main strategy. I'm just going to dive right in. I've been upgrading my Chris and Hein for this fight. Because I want a good balance of 2 physical DPS in the form of Elwyn and Sherry, as you can see here, as well as 2 magical DPS in the form of Chris and Hein. However, they still have a ways to go, especially with their bonds. I'm still got quite a few levels of their bonds to go. Their 4th and 5th bonds have not been unlocked yet, so it's might be a bit tough, but we'll see how things go with the faction stat boost. I mainly bring a mix of physical and magic DPS so that we can kill the Leviathans efficiently, because half of them will have physical damage resistance and half of them will have magical damage resistance. The other things to take note of would be to try to avoid the AoEs that Scylla does, which is turns 1 and 5 and 9, if I get my count correct. We'll see whether it's correct or not once we dive in. As the first most important point, avoid the AoE, and the second is to try to kill the tentacles and the Leviathans as soon as they appear. So I must be sure to bring my faction buff of Elwyn, I won't forget. And yeah, looks good. Let's start. Okay, so since it's the first turn, she's going to use the AoE. It just makes sure that even if you have boots, that everybody should stand outside of the danger zone. So Chris moves up, Sherry moves up here, just outside of the danger zone, and we'll see whether they Liana moves forward, and we'll see what her first move is, whether it's Tentacle or Leviathan or Oceanic Horror. So her first move is to summon a Leviathan. Great. And this is going to be the magical damage version of the Leviathan. He's going to AoE and he's going to hit Sherry for not a lot of damage, to the point where I think we can just ignore that. I'm going to attack Scylla with... oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm silly. I'm really silly. I don't want to waste a clock on that, so I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen and just attack the Leviathan. We're obviously going to kill it, since it's magical damage resistance and not physical, and then we will move in and we will hit Scylla from the other side with lightning. Ah, okay. So Elwyn's gonna move in. Let's see whether there's anything to debuff. Yeah, that debuff had the opposite effect, didn't it? So we're just gonna attack with a normal attack. Okay, 17,000 damage, and we heal up. Pretty decent. Hein will be in position to attack next turn. All the debuffs are making life more difficult when they usually make life easier. Okay, so let's see what she does now. She Oceanic Horrors Sherry. Ooh, and she wipes her out. Okay, so that was unfortunate, and obviously that can't stand. So I'm going to have to use a clock. And what this will do is that it will pray her up so that Sherry is at full health. And so this should hopefully enable her to tank the attack. Yep, it does. And that's mainly because Sherry has last rites, which is, as you can see, ridiculously important with regards to tanking that attack. It's literally the difference between life and death, whether the last right is active or not. Okay, so Hein has hit Scylla. Chris is gonna hit Scylla. I must say their stats are quite a bit more higher than I thought they would be, which I'm actually quite pleased. So it looks like they should manage just fine with the current version of Scylla, but obviously more upgrades are needed before I take on the 65 version. Okay, so now everybody's slightly low. We're just gonna move Liana over. Oceanic Horror was just used, so we actually can relax a bit because unless he attacks Liana at range. Okay, I'm just going to heal up Chris, and this with a talent should heal up Hein and Sherry as well. I want Sherry to be in tip-top shape next round because that's what's going to happen. Okay, he's gonna tentacle Hein. Hein is gonna fireball the Leviathan, and because it's the lesser spawn, it should be enough, which it is. Sherry is going to kill. Hold on. Let me just sequence my actions correctly. Yeah, Sherry's just gonna kill the Leviathan. Her talent has reset already. Because my Sherry is 6 stars, and so we're just gonna hit Scylla again. Okay, Elwyn is gonna attack as per normal. Okay, we heal up. Chris is gonna shoot Scylla with discipline. Great. And let's see what turn it is. So she's gonna, I think she's gonna AoE the next turn. So we're just gonna again Elwyn, and we can squeeze in one last attack before we have to faction buff. Before we faction buff next turn. Okay, so we are at 160,000 damage dealt, and that means that we are about 2/3 of the way, 1/3 of the way, sorry, and we're turn 5. So things are looking good. This is the AoE turn, so obviously everyone's gonna move out. Sherry's gonna move out here. Chris is gonna move out here. Hein is gonna get in position so that he can move in and attack. And we know that next round what's gonna happen is that there will be a Leviathan spawn, because that's what happened the first time round. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot the faction buff win. My bad. That was a boneheaded move. Okay, everyone's outside the danger zone. And we're just gonna faction buff up. So she's gonna create a Leviathan. And we are going to have the AoE, which is gonna hit Elwyn and Sherry, I think. Yep. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's very fine. So this is the magical damage tank. If I look at the buffs correctly. Yep, MDef plus 50%. So we will just hit it with Sherry. We will kill it with Sherry. Or we will attempt to kill it with Sherry and fail horribly. Okay. Well. That's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Tell you what, why don't we just AoE up with Hein? I think no matter how much his MDef is, that should still kill it, especially... Oh, wow, famous last words, huh? We're gonna hit Scylla. And I'm holding off on healing until the attacks are done because Scylla's gonna use Oceanic Horror. So we're just gonna Redemption. Yep, we kill off the Abyssal Leviathan, that's good. And Liana's just gonna come forward and heal up Chris. Hopefully Scylla Oceanic Horrors Elwyn. Yep, he does. He has the best chance of surviving the attack because he's the most stacked of my units. Okay, so we're looking good. Hein attacks. Sherry attacks. Tentacle spawn next turn. No problem. We're gonna discipline. We heal up Elwyn. And I think I guess I should heal up everybody before the next turn. So that we're in good shape to hit. Forget it. I'm just gonna roar Scylla. Okay. Good. So we do significant damage to Scylla. So turn 9, remember turn 9 is going to be when the AoE is coming. That should be 2 turns later. As usual, the lesser tentacle drags Hein away. He appears to be the most juicy target for them. I'm gonna make sure that Sherry can one-shot the greater tentacle by topping her up to almost full health so that her troops... tell you what, no I can't, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to do this instead. Okay, we kill off the greater tentacle, and we are gonna come forward and we're gonna continue hitting Scylla. This should be out of aggro range, so I'm just gonna hit the lesser tentacle spawn with Hein, killing it off, no problems. We are going to hit Scylla. Wait, let's see what turn this is. Yeah, 8. So next turn is the AoE turn. We're going to hit Scylla with a normal attack because everything is on cooldown. Heal up. And Chris is gonna... should we try? How many clocks do I have? I have 1. Alright, let's just give it a go. Let's see how much damage we do. Not too shabby, not too shabby indeed. As long as she doesn't hit Chris back. She doesn't, great. So that's a normal attack. Okay, turn 9, what's gonna happen? The usual, which is a Leviathan. A Leviathan spawn as well as the AoE attack. So we're gonna stand out of range of the AoE this time and not suckers for punishment. At least I'm not, I hope. We are gonna prayer up. So we're in a good state going into the next damage phase. And Elwin's gonna faction buff. Okay, so it looks like I will be taking damage after all from Elwin. But he can tank it just fine, that's not an issue. The Abyssal Guardian, magic defense again. Okay. So, Sherry, can you please kill off this stupid Leviathan? Please, please, please. Oh wait, 800 defense, let's see. Yeah, 1000 magic defense though, so please kill off the Leviathan, please. I beseech you. Alright. One shot. And she comes forward, and she hits Scylla. So, we're almost there. We're doing good. I'm gonna have Chris come forward and hit Scylla first so that we can heal up Elwin so that it frees him up to hit her at full health. Hein will come forward, she'll lightning Scylla for whatever the good that does, and Elwin is just gonna come forward, hit Scylla. We are at 109,000 health out of 500,000. We are doing good. Oceanic Horror and Sherry, who tanks it just fine because she's at full health with last rites. We are going to heal up Sherry. Hein is going to hit Scylla. Sherry's going to hit Scylla. Uh-oh. That tells me I have a limited time remaining. Okay, let's make this fast. I've got a little boy to attend to. And we are gonna kill off Scylla. 45,000 health, absolutely no pressure whatsoever, and I'm just joking, there's a lot of pressure. Okay, lesser tentacle spawns. Ah, he pulls Liana for the first time. That's fine. Okay, so we are going to have Hein kill off the lesser tentacle again, as per normal. We're gonna have Sherry hit the greater tentacle. And then hit Scylla. Come on, come on, come on, we're almost there. Scylla's gonna get hit by Chris, who heals herself up. and I just pray that we can kill her off with a roar. Okay, so fairly smooth, except for some missteps along the way. That clock helped us settle. That was a level 60 Scylla. I hope you found this video useful. I've got to go attend to my baby. So, Z3 on out.